Today we're going to be writing inequalities, and it's really easy stuff. So I'm just going to basically go over what an inequality is and then the symbols that represent them. So it basically just shows a relationship between two expressions that are not equal. I'm going to use my little pen over here. So you're pretty familiar with less than and greater than, but you might not have seen the not equal to. So it's an equal sign and then it's got a slash through it. Then you've got a less than symbol with a little bar underneath it. This now means or equal to. So it indicates something is less than or equal. Same thing working with the greater than symbol. If you have a little line underneath that, that also is including or equal to. So here's some examples of some inequalities. If you've ever been on a ride at the carnival, the fair, Six Flags, there's usually these big pieces of wood, and it says your height must be this, tall or whatever the case may be. So, in order for you to be able to ride the ride, you've got to be right where that finger is. You can be taller, you can be exactly that same, but you cannot be any shorter than that. So the inequality is whatever your height is must be greater than or equal to that tall. Sometimes you even see it on menus. So this menu says 12 and under, they get to handcraft their own meal or whatever the case it is. But you see a lot of kids eat free. So you have to be 12, 11, 10, 9, whatever the case may be, or 12, but you can't be 13 or 99 in order to get this. So you have to have your age must be less than or equal to 12. So what we're going to do in these 6 examples, this is the easy part. All we're going to do literally is write out from left to right each of these inequalities. So all you do is start off with whatever is first. So it's x is less than or equal to. We know less than looks like that, greater than is this, but it also has that or equal to. So we're going to have to write the less than with that little bar underneath it, and then negative 91. So x is less than or equal to negative 91. So x might be 85. It could be, it can't be 85. It's got to be less than negative 91. So it could be negative 102. So wasn't looking at my negative sign there. So any number has got to be smaller than negative 91. Number 2, it says 57 is greater than x. So you write out your 57. That's our first number. Greater than x. Pretty easy. Number 3, x less than or equal to. So here's our less than or equal to symbol. Negative 24. Number 4, 6 is greater than x. So 6 has got to be bigger than x. So x must be 5 or maybe 5.9 or even 0. Negative 99 is less than x. And number 6, x is less than or equal to negative 15. Okay. So these are our quick little practice problems. Now on our practice sheet that you are going to be seeing here, remember this is just practice here. You're going to write each of these as an equation or inequality. So I'm going to just briefly go through this as well. Okay, so our first example, 77 is less than x. So here's 77 less than x. So take a look at number 1. Negative 33 is greater than x. So we just write whatever's coming first is greater than x. Okay. Now we're going to skip down to number 6 because I think you guys have got a pretty good idea of how to do these are the one. But if you take a look at number 6, it says x is equal to negative 88. So if something is equal to negative 88, you're just going to use your equal sign. Okay? So all of these, you're just going to read from left to right and put the proper sign. If you need to write it over here on the graded side, if you're submitting it to me with Cami, that's all right. Okay, so just make sure that you are writing clearly and neatly. If you do have a greater than or less than, and you're including that little bar, please make sure that I can see that. Otherwise, I'm going to have to mark it wrong. Because if you just do this and it looks like just like a thickened bar, I'll have to write it wrong. So, or count it wrong. So really, really pay attention on the graded paper on how to do this. All right. So hopefully you won't have any questions, but if you do, contact me and I'll help you out. Thanks.